Next week's lineup spans 12 wildly different PC games, including one AAA, one mid-tier, and 10 of the most anticipated indie titles. From mech races and retail sims to demon slaying and witches rituals, let's break them down one by one. The big AAA release next week is Mafia: The Old Country. It's a narrative-driven prequel set in early 1900s Sicily. You step into the boots of Enzo Favara, a tough yet naive young man drawn into Don Torres' crime family after his father is killed. Rather than a sprawling sandbox, it's a tightly focused story with handcrafted missions that highlight loyalty, betrayal, and the brutal climb through the ranks. The gameplay stays true to the series, but it's more polished. Gunfights hit harder, melee feels rough and real, and you'll be driving old-school cars, even riding horses through Sicilian villages. Built in Unreal Engine 5, the game shows off sunny farms and dark Mediterranean alleys with dramatic lighting and a big cinematic soundtrack. Developers say they studied Sicilian history and local dialect to make the world authentic and lean heavily on influences like Peaky Blinders and The Godfather 2.
Now we must send a message to all around that Torrisi takes care of his family and his affairs. Will you do that, Enzo? I will.
While you can choose your approach in fights, there are no branching paths. The focus is on executing orders and navigating tense situations. It's the first Mafia game to feature horseback riding and the first to use Unreal Engine 5. If you love the narrative focus of Mafia 1 or noir games like LA Noire, this one's aimed at you. It's rated mature for violence and language, has no multiplayer or open-world filler, and promises a satisfying story you can finish in a reasonable time. Next week's mid-tier release is Demon Slayer: The Hinokami Chronicles 2. It arrives August 5 and continues CyberConnect2's stylish arena fighter based on the hit anime. The sequel focuses on the entertainment district and Swordsmith's Village arcs with big fights against the upper-ranked demons. Story mode offers cinematic recreation of key episodes with exploration segments, quick-time events, and boss fights. If you haven't watched the anime, be aware of spoilers. Combat is still a 3D arena brawler, but now you've got dual ultimates, flashy team finishers, and the gear system for equipping buffs and accessories. A new mastery tree allows you to unlock moves and costumes over time, giving long-term progression beyond unlocking characters. The lineup is bigger this time, with new characters on both sides and some familiar faces fans will recognize. Visually, the game continues to nail the anime's look. Cel-shaded characters, dynamic camera angles, and spectacular water, flame, and sound-breathing effects. The soundtrack and voice acting are lifted directly from the show, creating an authentic feel. Interesting additions include optional tag team battles, training missions with ranking, and more support for competitive play. It's recommended for fans of Demon Slayer and anime fighters. Content is teen-rated with intense fantasy violence and emotional scenes. If you played the first game, this entry offers more polish, deeper mechanics, and a larger roster. But those unfamiliar with the series may be lost. And now, let's take a look at next week's top 10 most anticipated indie releases for PC. Number 10. GUNTOUCHABLES. GUNTOUCHABLES launches on August 7 and delivers a chaotic co-op roguelike action. It puts 1 to 4 players in the shoes of doomsday preppers fighting to take back Earth from mutating hordes. From a top-down perspective, you pick one of 4 distinct classes: Sharpshooter, Commando, Scouter, or Doctor, each with unique weapons and perks. You head out from your base to fight waves of mutants, collect gear, and take on missions like holding points or moving fuel cells. Between runs, you return to base to spend resources on new guns, turrets, and gadgets, gradually expanding your arsenal. The hook is that the enemy adapts, repeat the same tactic, and new mutant variants will appear to counter you. It has a colorful 3D style with flashy bullets, big explosions, and playful over-the-top gore. The characters joke about living out their bunker dreams, and the base is full of fun little secrets like a conspiracy board. It's like Deep Rock Galactic or Helldivers, teamwork matters, classes work best together, and yes, friendly fire is a thing. You can play solo with bots, but co-op is where it shines. Expect lots of bullets, blood, and flashing lights. Fans of Left 4 Dead 4 style chaos and roguelite progression should feel right at home. Number 9. Static Dread: The Lighthouse. Static Dread: The Lighthouse, releasing August 6, melts survival horror with an office simulator. You're alone in a lighthouse after the apocalypse, helping ships survive haunted seas with just a radio and a fax machine. Each night you manage radio, supplies, and tough choices. Help desperate ships or follow orders and send them to quarantine. Your decisions shape multiple endings and track your morality, and if you neglect sleep or food, your sanity slips, bringing hallucinations. You physically walk around the lighthouse to refuel generators, check the foghorn, or answer knocks at the door, adding first-person tension. As nights go on, more ships call in, strange sounds grow louder, and the creepy voice on the radio offers shady deal.
You decide who lives and who dies.
The atmosphere does all the heavy lifting: foghorns, radio static, and talk of things moving in the water make it feel truly unsettling. It began as a game jam prototype called Please Fix the Lighthouse and expanded after players loved the moral ambiguity. If you enjoy psychological horror, slow burn tension, and tough choices, Static Dread will engage you. Just be prepared for heavy themes and jump scares, and skip the game if reading under time pressure stresses you. Number 8. Ritual of Raven. Ritual of Raven, coming August 7, turns the usual farming life sim into a story about witchcraft and self-care. You play as a young witch who inherits a rundown cottage and uses magic, not hard work, to bring the land back to life. Instead of digging and watering, you build magical helpers like walking brooms and enchanted tools to care for your garden while you brew potions, learn spells, and help the locals. A unique moon phase mechanic affects crop growth, spell potency, and which spirits you can summon. Aligning your rituals with the lunar calendar becomes part of the strategy. You can customize your cottage and the hidden magical realm, adopt animal familiars, and design elaborate greenhouses and herbariums. Beyond farming, you explore forests and ruins to find ingredients and take on story quests with moral choices solved through conversations and magic, not fighting. The pixel art is charming with cozy interiors, lush gardens, and whimsical creatures animated in soft palettes. The soundtrack features folk melodies and ambient nature sounds, reinforcing the tranquil vibe. Influences range from Stardew Valley and Spiritfarer to witch-like themes like Little Witch in the Woods. Ritual of Raven suits players looking for a non-violent, story-rich farming game. Its focus on magical automation makes it less grindy than typical life sims, but those seeking challenge might find it overly gentle. Number 7. Sporting Goods Shop. Sporting Goods Shop launches August 5 and turns running a retail store into a surprisingly detailed sim. Played from a first-person perspective, you inherit a modest sporting goods shop and must restock shelves with basketballs, fishing rods, golf clubs, and more. You set prices, track the market, and choose when to run sales. all while cleaning the shop and helping customers try gear. Security is part of the job. You will need to deter shoplifters and catch counterfeit merchandise. As the business grows, you can expand your inventory, hire staff, upgrade your shelving, and even host mini competitions to draw in crowds. The game offers co-op multiplayer for up to 4 players, so friends can divide tasks. One manages the register while others stock goods, making it akin to a chaotic job sim. Visually, it's a realistic 3D with shelves packed with colorful gear and a bustling store environment. The soundtrack is upbeat and occasionally quirky, matching the light-hearted tone. It draws inspiration from job simulators like House Flipper and Overcooked, but anchors itself in a believable retail setting. It's recommended for micromanagers and those who enjoy juggling multiple tasks. The early access release may have bugs and a slower pace, but there is no violence and minimal content warnings. Number 6. Break Arts 3. Break Arts 3, arriving August 8, fuses high-speed racing with mecha customization and arena combat. Developed by a solo Japanese creator, it features 3 core modes: Race, pure speed, Battle, arena duels, and Battle Racing, which blends both. You pilot customizable mechs called battle frames on floating circuits, dodging obstacles and opponents while unleashing lasers, rockets, and melee attacks. The heart of the game is the garage. You assemble your frame from hundreds of parts: engines, wings, weapons, and boosters, balancing speed, defense, and firepower. Tuning choices matter. Heavier armor might slow you, while extra boosters can overheat. Winning races and battles earn credits that unlock more parts, color palettes, and cosmetics. There's a story mode with visual novel scenes, a photo mode to show off your builds, and cross-play multiplayer. Visually, Break Arts 3 is flashy. Neon tracks, dramatic lighting, and explosions, with mechs designed to look like sleek anime robots. The soundtrack mixes pounding electronic music with orchestral touches to heighten the sci-fi racing feel. Be aware, the learning curve is steep and fast movement can cause motion sickness, so it's best suited for players who enjoy tinkering with mechs and can handle intense speed. Number 5. MakeRoom. MakeRoom, releasing August 7, turns interior design into a soothing sandbox. It's not a typical puzzle game. You get tons of tiny furniture and decor to build mini rooms like bedrooms, offices, bars, and more any way you want. There's no fail state or strict goal. Optional prompt cards suggest themes like jungle bathroom or cyberpunk office, but you can ignore them and just create. Everything snaps together with an intuitive grid system, and the furniture editor lets you recolor items, resize rugs, and even design your own prompts to share on the Steam Workshop. If you do enjoy challenges, there are hidden objectives that unlock new pieces when you fulfill certain criteria, and the diorama mode where you present your rooms in a curated gallery. The visuals lean into adorable low-poly aesthetics, soft lighting, pastel palettes, and chunky models give each room a toy-like charm. Ambient music and gentle sound effects, like a soft click when items snap into place, make the experience relaxing. Inspirations include The Sims build mode and cozy unpacking titles, but MakeRoom focuses solely on creativity without live sim management. This game is perfect for creative players and anyone who finds satisfaction in arranging spaces. There is no violence or time pressure, and it provides a calming outlet for imagination. Number 4. Out and About Early Access. Out and About enters early access on August 7 and offers a relaxing blend of foraging, crafting, and community rebuilding set on a storm-torn island. You arrive in the village of Portobello after a cyclone and slowly restore it by gathering plants, mushrooms, and other wild resources. Instead of combat, the core loop is exploration and learning. The game includes a real botany encyclopedia, so you can identify species using leaf shapes, colors, and habitat clues. Once harvested, you cook hearty meals, brew herbal remedies, and build furniture or tools to help the community. There's a dynamic day-night cycle and seasons. Weather affects what grows and where animals appear. You can fish, farm, take photographs, and even design your house, all while making friends with charming townsfolk who have their own stories and quests. Visually, the game uses soft pastel 3D graphics with a painterly feel. Calming acoustic music underscores bird calls and crashing waves. The developers focus on real botany and sustainability. They consulted plant experts to get details right and built an optional colorblind mode for accessibility. Interesting features include an in-game camera and field journal to record discoveries and a mode that teaches safe foraging practices. Out and About is great for chill gamers and nature lovers. There is no violence and the game pace is gentle and educational. If you are seeking action, this might feel slow, but for those who want to relax, learn, and help a virtual community thrive, it's a lovely experience. Number 3. Artis Impact. Artis Impact, launching August 7, is a retro-inspired turn-based RPG created by solo developer Mass. Set in a whimsical post-apocalyptic world where art and nature have merged as they explore ruins, meet quirky townsfolk, and uncover the cause of a cosmic event. Combat recalls SNES classics. You select attacks, guard and time hits for extra damage. Outside of battle, you farm, fish, cook, craft, and even run a little cafe, all rendered in lovingly hand-drawn pixel art. Between story chapters, you can grow crops, decorate your home, and chat with neighbors, which feeds into side quests and builds the community. The game balances humor and heart. Dialogue is earnest but peppered with puns, fourth wall jokes, and a recurring potato motif that hints at its themes. The look is inspired by Chrono Trigger and Earthbound with colorful sprites. The music blends chiptunes and real instruments. It explores themes like friendship, creativity, and caring for the environment, without getting preachy. Difficulty is adjustable and there's a hint system making it approachable for newcomers. Recommended for JRPG fans who enjoy quirky characters and accessible systems. Its gentle tone and emphasis on kindness make it suitable for younger players. Number 2. Era 1 Early Access. Era 1 enters Early Access on August 6, giving RTS fans a chance to command custom fleets in space. The game blends classic real-time strategy with custom shipbuilding. You snap together parts like hulls, turrets, and engines, then take your creations into battle across the space. And there's base building too. You'll mine resources, construct orbital stations, and manage supply lines while fighting an AI enemy that adapts your tactics. Era 1 offers a story-focused campaign with voiced cutscenes and briefings, plus a tech tree that changes based on the choices you make. Visually, it evokes Homeworld with broad vistas of space, detailed capital ships, and dramatic lighting that makes missiles and plasma beams stand out. Early access lacks multiplayer at launch, but the developers plan to add co-op and PvP as the roadmap evolves. If you are craving a modern space RTS with deep ship customization and are willing to help shape its development, Era 1 is worth a look. Just know that early builds may lack balance and polish, and there is no story conclusion until full release. Number 1. Tiny Bookshop. Tiny Bookshop arrives August 7 and invites you to live out the dream of running a cozy mobile bookstore in a seaside town. Instead of a complex tycoon game, it's a chill story-driven sim where you stock a book trailer with second-hand titles and park it in cozy spots like a pier or cafe to meet all kind of customers. You will use hints and gut feeling to find the right book for each customer, getting to know their personalities and building connections as you go. Between sales, you decorate your shop with rugs, posters, and fairy lights to boost its charm and take on small quests, maybe decoding poems from a mysterious local or investigating a haunted lighthouse. The art has a handcrafted storybook feel with low poly charm. Bookstonbury is all sandy beaches, cobblestone streets, and gentle weather shifts through the seasons. Soft guitar and piano music mix with the sound of waves to create a calming atmosphere. This is one for book lovers and anyone seeking a relaxing escape. There is minimal challenge and no stressful micromanagement, so if you want a gentle game full of charming conversations, this is it. That's a quick look at the most interesting PC game drops next week. Let me know in the comments which release caught your eye. If you enjoyed this roundup, hit subscribe and stay tuned for more weekly previews.